Hi, this is Arsha. I hope you are all good. This video is about short books under 200 pages. So mostly the books are beginner friendly. Let's go to the first video. Let's go to the first one. First one is Contemporary Indian Short Stories published by Sahitya Academy, New Delhi in July 19. The first edition was in July 1959. This book has been published with a view in order to make awareness about the Indian literature among Indians as well as across the world. So this is a collection of 15 short stories, 14 among which has been translated from different Indian languages to English, and one of the stories originally written in English itself. Even one story has been translated from my mother tongue Malayalam, which is the language of Kerala, southern part of India, and that story has been written by Pongunnam Verki. Book actually, it shows us or it showcases the different amazing writers from different parts of India. The writing and each of the story is different from another, and the writing is amazing, and the story is weirdly beautiful. Each story depicts the real life in one way or another. They depicts the weird ways or the quirky ways in which our human mind and human heart functions, then the hope which we cling on to in order to move forward in our life. Second book, it's a Japanese book, that is Tales from the Cafe, which is a second book in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series, and this book has been written by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. And also I read the fourth one, Before We Say Goodbye. So already I have done a review regarding the first book, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and these second and the fourth book which I read can be read as standalones too, because in each of the book there is a short a summary of the characters described in each of the book. So in the first few pages you can find that. So this book, the story is about a peculiar cafe in Tokyo where we can travel back to the past or the future if we follow certain rules, and one among which is we have to come back to the present before our coffee gets cold. So this book is a gentle reminder that we all have certain moments or events in our life which we would like to revisit one day. So each of the book consists of 4 or 5 separate stories. Like in each of the story there would be a person who would like to revisit the past or the future. So all the stories are deeply touching, and this is also beginner friendly. The next book is Joy in the Coffee Season by Tilak Ponnappa. This is actually a sequel to Joy in Coorg. That was the first book in the series. But while I was buying this book, I didn't know this book had a first one. So I read the second one first. So, but I didn't feel any lag. You can read the second one second one initially. There's no problem. So this book follows the life of a coffee planter Joy, who resides in Coorg, Karnataka. Karnataka is in southern part of India. So with his irrational schemes, then his somewhat intimidating wife, and his peculiar friends, we can find how Joy ends up in a funny, humiliating situation and how then he will escape from that. So this is, if you want a light, funny read, you can pick this book, Joy in the Coffee Season. It also offers snippets of information from rural parts of India. So basically this book talks about the adventures of Joy in a very humorous manner. This book follows the life of a boy named Lucky, and Lucky has been brought up in a black community. But everybody teases him. Why? Because he has got light brown eyes and blonde hair. So he himself, he gets confused whether he was abducted from his white parents or was he really black. So this story follows through courtroom procedures, the constant struggle of Lucky in understanding his identity, the impact of family in the life of a growing child. And this book has got short chapters, so you can finish this book within a single sitting. The Butcher of Forest by Premi Mohammed. So most of the books which I am suggesting you in this video, they are easy reads, beginner friendly, but this book, the language, I felt a bit heavy. So this book follows the life of a female character named Veris Thorn. So Veris, she was a middle-aged lady. She was not married. She was living along with her relatives. Her village is ruled by an oppressive tyrant. So one day, his kids got disappeared into a strange forest where there were deadly creatures, dangerous magic, deadly bargain, and riddles lurking. So this Veris Thorn was called to the palace in order to save or rescue these children. Veris was the only person who had come out of that forest alive, because nobody, whoever went to that or whoever went inside that forest, they were never seen again. So Veris had to be brave, fast, and she must not fall to the tricks and the traps lurking inside that forest. At the same time, she had to keep her mental condition or mental status in a balanced way from her poignant memories in the past. The thing or the high stakes in the story was Veris had to rescue their children within a single day, because if she fails, those children would be permanently taken by the strange creatures inside that forest. If you want a dark, intense, at the same time a short story, then you can try this book, The Butcher of the Forest. This is a kind of dark fairy tale horror type story. Days at the Morisaki Bookshop by Satoshi Yakizawa. I have done shorts regarding this book, and this book, it follows the life of, or the story follows the life of a female character, Takako, living in Japan, and she is going through a heartbreak. How she copes with that or how she deals with that, it's a crux of the story. And also the impact of books in her life is also mentioned, or it is also showcased in this story. There is also one more book in this series, the second one. I haven't read that one, but this book, it's a deeply touching one. If you want a light, funny read, you can try Joy at the Coffee Season. If you want a dark fairy tale horror type story, you can go for The Butcher of the Forest by Premi Mohammed. If you want a short story collection, then you can definitely choose contemporary Indian short stories published by Sahitya Akademi. And then if you want emotional, comforting, cozy read, then you can go for Before the Coffee Gets Cold series, and also Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. If you want to read a book with short chapters talking about the themes like identity, impact of family in the life of a growing child, then you can go for the Story of Lucky. These are the various book suggestions under short books of less than 200 pages. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up. And if you would like to watch further videos related to books from me, please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.